Hey guys, welcome back to 4 Wheel Builds. So today is going to be the final episode of the series involving the 2018 Subaru BRZ TS. The car is essentially finished now. So this episode has been a long time in the making because of the COVID break, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started now.
So as you might recall, we were missing a bracket to mount the air filter box correctly. Just there, as you can see, that's not quite lining up, so we've got our new bracket in, so let's go and mount that. And there's a new bracket to be mounted. So let's first take out the old one. It's just a 10mm bolt, or maybe it's a 12mm actually. And there's a old bent bracket. And let's compare it to the new one. As you can see, the kink is quite bad. So let's get rid of that one and put the new one on. And that supports our air filter much better now. So last thing to do is just get this bolt and secure the filter in place. Okay, and that's also secure in place now. Pretty much everything's done, apart from the rear fog light being just hooked up. It's done. So I think now we deserve to go for drive. Let's go. Okay, so in a BRZ, going for the first drive, well, our first longer drive, actually going out for a drive to see what's going, you know, how the car handles and how it drives. So I'm on my first drive of the BRZ. It is bloody awesome. I'm having a really great time driving the car. Had a couple of lights, the ABS light and the sort of parking brake light that were on at the start. Since then they've turned off, so maybe it's just because it's been standing for so long that there's something going on, not quite sure, but all the lights are gone. Everything's looking great, having a blast driving this car. The driving this car is phenomenal. It hasn't got much power. Everyone's right about it. I mean, 205 horsepower is nowhere near enough for this car. But the handling of this thing, it is so much fun around corners. As you can see, I've got a huge smile on my face. It is fantastic. It's like driving a go-kart. It really is. It's like yeah, you're so low to the ground. The car just sticks. Nothing phases it. It's fantastic. You do feel the bumps though. The suspension is quite harsh, I must admit, but yeah, it is a car that's made for the track. But it is so much fun. I'm having a laugh and I'm having a blast. Slowly we'll be heading home, but I wanted to give you I guess a driver's eye view as to how the cockpit looks like. So as you can see, there's a gauge, road ahead. There's a few curves coming up, so it's a lot of fun. Anyway, we'll see you guys back at home. Okay guys, we're back in the BRZ. A couple months ago, I went for a drive. We did a test drive of the car, and it's pretty much all done. The only thing we really had to do is get the auto electrician in to hook up the rear fog light. Unfortunately, the whole COVID situation came up, and all of a sudden everything was blocked, well, sorry, not blocked, but shut, and I couldn't get into the auto electrician. He just recently opened up his doors once again. I went and visited him. We've got the rear fog light all hooked up. So now what I want to do is get the car out once again and put all the plastic surrounds back in its place. And secondly, clean this interior out, because since we've bought the car, we haven't taken care of the interior, because, you know, all sorts of professionals have been in and out of the car, and just it's a little bit messy. So we want to do a bit of a vacuum job, clean it all up and make it presentable. the car is going up for sale, so you'll see it up for sale very, very shortly. Hopefully it will sell. That will enable us to buy another project car and get work on that. Seems we have a new rising star in the making, driving the BRZ. So guys, effectively we've got to get these two panels to go back here to cover this area up. As you can see, there's the light switch panel, and this is the switch we've had put in for the fog light. Okay, so let's get these plugs out first. That's one. Now plug the panel back in here. Let's start putting all the spade connectors maybe first. So brown, green, black. Back in. The trunk opener. And that's in there securely now. And we're done. Of course, we've got to depress the clutch pedal, press the red button, and now there's the, I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see in light. As you can see, with the fog light on, that's light comes on, the switch indicator light is lit back with a red light, so it fits in nice with the reminder of these. One thing that's popped up recently is this ABS and I think it's EPS or the traction off lights come on a lot more frequently. So I think there's some sensor that's out. Maybe we'll take OBD reader and plug it in and see if we can read the codes as to what that potentially might be. And in the BRZ, the OBD 2 port is somewhere here, just above your acceleration pedal. You can see it's got a red light on it. So now we've got to get onto the phone and connect up to it. I use an application called Talk, but there's multiples out there to be used. Okay, so as you can see, we've got V-Link. We're connected to the dongle via Bluetooth. Let's connect up Talk and see what we can find out about the errors. A bit of fiddling around. I had to set up the Bluetooth connection. I've got the connection to the car, and now we can go to fault codes and read all the fault codes out. So it's going to take a little bit of time, so I'll come back once it's read them all. Well, it's quite odd because as you can see here, it says the fault log manager says 0 faults, so it hasn't registered that the car has got any faults, which is quite strange. I'll do a refresh maybe just to read it again and see if there's anything that picks up. But okay, well, I guess it's a good thing that there's no fault, but that doesn't solve why this light and this light is up. So maybe if any one of you guys knows or can leave a comment. From the searches I've did, there seems to be potentially a ABS sensor issue, so maybe it just needs to replace. So guys, so no luck with the OB2 reader. I'll go to probably need to go to a Subaru dealer, or maybe do some more research online and see if I can pinpoint what the potential issue might be. All right, so let's put that away and get onto the cleaning. So let's grab the tools, and we'll be back here in a sec and start cleaning up this mess. So first off, let's take out these filthy BRZ floor mats. Let's grab all our attachments and start cleaning up the car. So before we maybe start cleaning, let's give you a before and after view of what the car looked like. It's just general sort of dirt and dust. I mean, the car's relatively new, so there's not much dirt there. I think the driver's and passengers footwell is probably the worst spot, so it needs a general clean. Okay, let's do that. You gotta eat as well. So a nice sirloin steak, and the steak is ready to come off. Oh yeah. Had a bit of a lunch break, so now let's get back to work. Although it's really hard now, but let's go. Passenger side is relatively clean. The seats are a little bit dirty, so let's get that cleaned up and finish that vacuuming off. Okay, interior vacuuming is done, so let's now go and do the boot. Okay, so now let's have a look in the boot. And there's our little helper. Hey.
Wow, jakie tu wejść.
Nie wolno. One thing we did forget about is these floor mats. So let's get these done and we'll be done with the vacuuming. Okay, that takes care of our floor mats, so let's go get these installed and start washing up the plastic trim inside, making it look nice and clean. As you can see, the plastics are a little bit dull, dirty. They need to be cleaned up. This might look fresh and new once again. A sensitive area of the car is always the plastic on the sills. So good clean always makes them come back to life a little bit, although it doesn't get rid of the scratches in the plastic, but they can be to a certain extent hidden and made less visible. So we've got the interior cleaned. It's looking much better now. It's looking much cleaner, a lot less dust around, a lot less dirt. Just a very good looking interiors. So what I'm just going to do now is just going to get some trim conditioner and put it down on all the plastics, so make it look nice. It's not going to look shiny, so it's going to look nice, it's going to look fresh, but the conditioner I've got, it actually got a sort of satin matte finish to it, so it doesn't make anything shiny, which is the look I'm going after. Another thing I noticed is this seat, the leather, the little parts on it just seem to be a little bit dry. So let's grab some. Requires rich leather conditioner, cleaner and conditioner. Let's clean them up and make sure that these leathers are nice and soft. Once we're done, obviously give it a final wipe just to take off any excess, and that's much better. The car has been cleaned inside, so take a look inside now.
Let me introduce you to Abash from Beshai Car Designs, who's a YouTuber over in India. We've collaborated with him, and he's actually done a video of drawing the 2018 Subaru TS, which is recorded, and he's got it up on his channel. So make sure you go and check him out. So here's a quick clip from Abash now from Beshai Car Designs.
Thanks Darius for introducing me to your channel, and my name is Beshai. I am also a car lover and I love to draw cars. Recently I drew the 2018 Subaru BRZ TS of Darius and have also uploaded this to my channel, so make sure to check it out and I hope you will like this.
Hey guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I'm really glad to be back on the BRZ project. It's looking fantastic now, outside and inside also. Like I said, the car's gonna go up for sale, unfortunately. A couple of things happened with my other car, the Citroen. The engine blew essentially, so I actually need to get rid of it because I need to look for another car for myself in the first instance, and hopefully that's going to be a project car which I can do up on the channel as well. So once again, thank you very much for watching. For all of you that have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. For all of you that haven't, please consider subscribing. The links to our Facebook fan page, to Instagram will be below. Please click on the playlist that appears somewhere here or here, one of these two spots. Will appear a playlist link. Please consider reviewing other content, and hopefully you will enjoy it. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.